I'm waiting. What is up, everybody? Welcome to SportsShack episode 57. I know it's been a minute, but life gets in the way. But somehow we always find our way back, and hey, I didn't think anything of it, but I'm grateful and I'm grateful and I'm glad to be back. Podcasting with the D Train, Denis Tui, and I'm Brandon Natali. Dennis, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing very good. We were talking for a little while before the show started. A little tired as Mr. Dennis has been working his tail off lately. And yeah, it's one of those things, man. Like we're just, busy, super busy. I apologize for the hiatus, but my schedule at work has been pretty gnarly. Your schedule, I'm sure, has been pretty wild. It's just, life. Life is life.
Life is a way. Life finds a
It's
way.
life. Yeah. And so
Rest in peace.
just
Oh
one
yeah,
of those things. And my TV, my stupid cable box keeps. I'm sorry to start off on such a negative note, but this stupid freaking cable box keeps cutting out. And I'm like getting progressively angrier and angrier and angrier because it's been like this all for the last like 10 days, Brandon. Frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. I'm happy the World Cup has ended. So it doesn't have to interfere with that. The game is gone. Sick and tired of this nonsense from this unnamed cable company.
Yeah, the World Cup. It's crazy how big it was. I wish they had it in America more. They should honestly, like, at least. I feel like every time the World Cup is here, it should be in America a lot. Like more, it should be in America.
That is such like a meathead jock dumb American.
I
I
brought
love
yeah,
that.
that's
I
yeah,
love
that,
I love how casual it is. Like, you know what? Forget what makes the World Cup so unique. Put it in America every year. Why not? I love that. Brandon always for the vibes. Always for the vibes.
always for the vibes. I thought it was really cool having it in America, seeing playing at different stadiums. It was packed. It was insane. I mean, I gotta look up what the next one is. I think it's insane. That
Every 4 years.
Messi and who's the other? Where is the next World Cup?
It's in like different continents next year. I don't know.
Next year it's gonna be hosted in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. It's gonna mark the tournament's hundredth anniversary.
And Uruguay. Uruguay is getting a few matches too because they are the original host nation.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they were the first host nation and they won the first two World Cups. Whoa, you guys didn't realize that. Denny Football. His name is Denny Football. And he's I guess I'd be a center back. No, Dennis, don't give yourself that much credit. I guess I'd be the water boy. I'd be the kit man if I'm lucky. I don't have very good eye foot coordination, but I'm learning it, Brandon. I'm not to play soccer, but I'm learning the game, learning how it works.
Okay.
I know if someone gets fired, Brandon, you don't say they've gotten fired. You say they've been sacked. That's a big one. And anytime something happens that you don't like, you say, "There's no place in the game for this anymore. The game is gone." Everybody immediately will agree with you. It's like a way of saying what happened to the game I love. Absolute nonsense. People calling it the WFAN when the pitch clock was announced.
Yeah. Oh my god. But it was I don't know, it was fun this year. I feel like watching the greatness of Messi. I feel like he made himself, he didn't win, and I feel like he disputed himself as the GOAT of sports, next to Tom Brady, Jordan, and especially just in the game of soccer. The Ronaldo and Messi debate can kind of settle down for a bit. It's for a long, for at least a long time now. It sucks that he didn't get to win it. I remember watching it in 2014. I remember it was Argentina versus Germany, and same thing. It was same thing. It was, went into extra time, and and Spain was able to, I forgot, it was like a header assist, and the ball, it was like perfect time. And the ball, I forgot the player's name, but he just nuked it straight into the goal, and that was it. I just caught it. I was out all day. I was at Fanatics Fest. I was for Gen Nation, Um, and so I met, I was able to talk to Gary Vee, and I talked to a couple Jets fans, and I kind of wandered around myself, exploring, Fanatics itself. I got to see Reeves in the panel. But either way, whereas like, I was a Fanatics fest all day, and then I came home and I was hanging out with my family, so I didn't really get to watch the game as much. But when I did, I just caught the goal at the last minute. I just caught it by like a minute. I was a minute into watching it, and it was insane. It felt like unreal. That's how a lot of the World Cup felt. It felt like it was just unreal, in my opinion. And but it was just insane. It was really cool to watch it. Definitely thought it was entertaining. And I'm not a soccer guy. I'm not by any means. I'll say that first and foremost. But I watched the World Cup. It sucks that the U.S. couldn't go as far as they could. They got destroyed by, I forgot. I don't. I think it was Belgium.
Belgium
It was Belgium. Yeah,
absolutely annihilated
it
us.
was annihilated, and I looked like America didn't even have a shot. But
There was not one thing. The joke I said to my friends, there was not one thing Team USA did better than Belgium that match. I don't even know if Belgium spilled water on the field during their water break. They were that much better. They were that perfect compared to us. The game is gone, Brandon. We're terrible. Continue.
um, no, I thought I thought it was a good World Cup, and it's gonna be excited to see what's gonna go on in 2030. But it's definitely been a fun. It's been a good year so far, and I feel like there's been a lot going on. Avengers Doomsday just dropped their trailer. I don't know if you saw it.
Certainly did, Brandon. Did you? Well, bro, did you think I'm going to miss an X-Men trailer? Are you out of your mind? What's that about?
There was so much to unpack in the Doomsday trailer that
I will say one thing. If they bring in the X-Men just to be like, oh yeah, this is what Doctor Doom, all the people Doctor Doom has beaten before, and then it's like some montaged flashback of like the X-Men losing to Doctor Doom, I am getting up and walking right out of that effing theater.
Doctor Doom.
Oh, I can't get a good look at him. Doctor Doom with hair. That's his son, isn't he?
This is One World Under Doom. To stop a vampire onslaught, Doctor Strange gave up the mantle of the Sorcerer Supreme to Victor Von Doom. Later, Doom magically takes over every broadcast medium on the planet and declares himself Emperor of the world and ruler of this new united Latrivia. As Earth's mightiest heroes scramble to fight back, world leaders shockingly welcome him with open arms. All hail Emperor Doom.
Latveria. That is the fictional country that he is the ruler of.
Really?
It is supposed to be in Eastern Europe, Northeastern Europe. So I guess it's always kind of been implied to be Romania or Transylvania would be actually where he is. But Transylvania is technically in Romania, but whatever. And like that region. Anyways, yeah, dude, I'm fired up. Fired up for it. But I want comic book accurate Cyclops. I know this isn't the sports that people usually tune in for. I want the Michael Jordan of of Marvel Comics. I don't want, the. I don't want. Why are they making Cyclops in the Fox movies? Why are they making him Smush Parker, bro? I come on. I want the Michael Jordan of Marvel. I don't want Kwame Brown. Come on. No disrespect to Kwame Brown. He seems like a nice kid. But yeah, that's my big thing because you do not know how seriously I take my X-Men. I take them so seriously, Brandon. I got my claws for hands here. Did not come out the way. Another failed project by Weapon X. Unbelievable. So, yeah. But yeah, speaking of this year, the All-Star game happened this year. I had my special watch along. Went swimming.
Yes. Can you tell me how to was at OWWR and with Nicholas File and Josh Gable, right?
Yeah, old Westbury Web Radio. It's fun. It's on YouTube at OWWR 24/7. You can find it under there. It's 2 parts because it was over 4 hours long. But I had a blast doing it. And yeah, it was me, my co-host Nicholas File, and Josh Gable. We had a blast. Really fun time talking it through. It was the first time at our college radio station. Brandon and I, basically, you and I became good friends. We're always like, we got along for the most part in high school, but we weren't really friends. We weren't hanging out. And then we kind of became friends at OWWR. So that was awesome to be
Yeah, it was
there.
great.
And yeah, so it was great to do something so historic, to have a watch along at the college. And for that, it was basically people tuned in to the game and tuned in on whatever device they had to watch the game, uh, and then listened to me and my friends basically do commentary off of YouTube or the OWWR website. So it was awesome. We had a blast. We had a lot of fun doing it. Nick and I, we also got Buffalo Wild Wings. So that was fun too. We had to, because it was on camera, I couldn't eat it in the studio. So I had to leave it outside Studio A in the little hallway there. And, we were like in breaks. It's funny. You just see like in breaks, because the YouTube, you can't really pause the YouTube live stream to go to break. You just leave it running. So it was like so hilarious the times that we're just like in between breaks. We're just like walking out randomly and walking back in. Like you could clearly see us chewing. And it's because we're eating wings that got very cold after a while. Or like, another funny moment was the bathrooms are out on that floor. So I had to run across the building, down the two flights of stairs, or you could do what I did and take an elevator, through another hallway, back up the elevator, run across the building again to get to the studio and try to do it in one break. But I wound up missing like a minute at a time. So it is what it is. We had fun. We had a blast doing it. A lot of tech issues we were solving like in real time, just like the whole gauntlet. It was fun. We had a blast. We had a good time.
That's great. You got to tell me more about it off the air. But I'm sorry I didn't get to tune in. What was I doing Tuesday? First
being
off,
a fake fan. It was okay.
I know. Shame on me.
Okay. Chops.
Yeah. It's what we do here. It's what we do here. First off, I saw that the ratings for the home run derby were pretty low. I'm not shocked at all. I'm not stunned. I thought it was atrocious that they're saying, why are ratings down? Well, oh boy, maybe don't have it on Netflix. Because, and again, I feel like almost everybody has Netflix. I might be wrong. I feel like I do know some people that they don't have it. Hey, they don't want it. It's too much money. They have other streaming services. It's not on the budget. Hey, I get that. But even so, like, no one wants to watch it on these streaming services. It's annoying, and it's amazing to me how these leagues keep trying to push the streaming on the people. I feel like I got used to Amazon Prime with football, but I feel like for the home run derby, that's like something you have on cable. I don't know, because again, like you said, Wednesdays you got to watch the Yankees on Amazon Prime, right? Like,
I haven't watched the Yankees on Wednesdays anymore. Just out of protest. I've gotten to a point where it's just like one of those, like, you know what? You know me with movies and TV shows. If I'm not interested, I don't watch it. It's gotten to a point, even though it's like, Dennis, don't say this is a sports show. It's gotten to a point where it's like, if you're on a streaming service and I feel slightly inconvenienced by you, I'm just not doing it. No, I'm just not going to watch it. Not happening. Yesterday, I was happy that the Yankees game, it was a doubleheader. So I guess one was on Amazon Prime and one wasn't. And they made the one, I guess, maybe earlier in the day on Amazon Prime. I don't know. But I got to see my Yankees win on TV, and that's all that really matters to me. But it's like, I don't get it, especially the home run derby. Like, the home run derby used to be like awesome. Like, you couldn't wait for it. This year, kind of happy we didn't go out for wings this year.
I mean, soon we got to go out for wings soon, regardless. I mean,
certainly do.
Yes, but I know the ratings they only drew in 5.3 million. That's what I saw. I thought the derby at the end was pretty good, and that's what I only really caught. You know what? It was my mom's birthday. We were celebrating my mom's birthday.
Oh,
That's why I didn't watch the Derby.
happy birthday to your mom.
Thank you. So I caught the ending of it, which honestly, if you're saying that the beginning of it was not so good, because when I was watching the end of it, watching Kyle Schwarber and Jordan Walker, and I watched like William Contreras, right? William Contreras,
Wilson.
Wilson Contreras. I was close. Watching, they were the Phillies fans. I kind of saw were really getting pretty involved in the game because obviously the game was in Philly because of 250th anniversary of America. God bless. Um, so, the Philly fans were just really like getting involved in the game. They just booing the heck out of the players, especially when Jordan Walker was up. And obviously, Kyle Schwarber to them was their hero. And I thought he was going to win it, but then Jordan Walker, who came out of nowhere this season, and I want you to give me more on Jordan Walker when you get the chance. I know he wasn't a player that was living up to the hype and the expectations, but I know he's had a good first half this year, and now the fact that he just won the Derby is just adding on to the story, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was fun. It started off great because Contreras from the Red Sox had a monster start to it, and I was stoked because I put $5 on him to win, and the odds were so crazy, and like with bonuses and everything like that. If Wilson Contreras won, it was $5 for me to win like 112 or something like that, and
Okay.
so I was like, really? I was like, whoa, this is awesome, and I knew he was coming into it hot, but I was like, this guy's unbelievable, and then it was sucked. Then it was terrible for like multiple rounds. And then the ending was the ending everybody saw that was like fun and like, woohoo, yay. Yippee. So like that was really cool. Like the thing, like I feel like there's like another event. Like I feel like we have time for another event. And I've always said this, I've said this for years, but you and I don't know if we were on the same little league team when I played it, but did you ever play Golden Glove when you were a kid at baseball practice? It was a fielding drill. Everybody, you started your positions, whatever position the coaches give you, and you stay in that position until you make an error. When you make an error, you're out.
I can't recall. I
Well,
probably did.
fun game, and I feel like that would be exciting. Now I know it's like you can't really time that because these are all Major League Baseball players. Like you don't want them to make errors, but it is kind of fun to because then you get to see like real highlight reel plays in every play. Because if you put the ball on the tee, who cares about the pitcher? If you put the ball on the tee, and if it's in Philly, have Ryan Howard hitting it and Chase Utley, like taking turns of like legends on that team, have fun doing it. Because then you get to see because you have professional baseball players who really know how to work all. They know how to do it.
Mm.
That would be exciting. I don't know. Probably thinking too much of it. Because then as the field shrinks, guys could just start playing out of position. And that could be fun too. I don't know. That might be a little too big brain. But I just
Little League was so long ago that we did probably do
I
something
only
like
played it
that.
1 year, but I had heard other people growing up and I'd say like that was really fun. Like they'd be like, yeah, that is great. So I don't know if you were ever on another team that played it or not. But yeah, I played it on the Saldos team.
Okay.
Friends of the show. So
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Shots at Saldos.
So like that could be a fun event. They used to do the skills competition years ago. That was fun. You got to see like the catchers kind of like trying to gun out like the fastest players in the league and stuff like that. Like little things like that. Like that's fun. I don't know. We'll see. Like I think there's more. The home run derby is fun, but just for the home run derby, I feel like it's disappointing. I feel like they need another event in there. Maybe that's just me.
Mm.
Now I'm trying to think. Pitching you can't really do because it's like, but my team doesn't want me to use my arm.
Mm.
So like I don't really know. I don't know. Then we have what? The All-Star game itself also admittedly kind of sucked.
You think
I
so?
had a blast because of my, history making moment. But the game itself, I would not constitute as being must watch television. I don't know if you watched it or not, but if you didn't, honestly, you weren't missing out. Very
I caught the
mediocre
ending.
game. Yeah,
Uh,
it wasn't really very good.
I don't know why the All-Star
Game
game.
ended in
I
the
feel like
first inning.
didn't they used to give the players like a day before like
I can't
Dennis?
recall.
I think it didn't start on like a Tuesday. Like the home run derby was on a Tuesday. The All-Star game was on a Wednesday, and
I
then you
want to
went
say
back.
you're right,
I'm pretty
but
sure that's how it was. So I don't know why they just kind of jump straight into like the festivities.
yeah. Well, to me, what is confusing to me is they're off the Monday. No, they're not off the Monday. It's the home run derby the Monday. It's the All Star game the Tuesday. They're off Wednesday. The game on Thursday for the Mets and Phillies,
Mm.
and then it's the rest of the year. It's when how come my team keeps getting hurt? I don't know. I feel like there's a way we can do this, but baseball is such like a timing and rhythm sport that like teams, I'm sure, would whine about having too much time off. It's just, I don't know. You can't please everybody, Brandon. What do you want me to say?
Mm.
Years ago, they had 2 All-Star games a season. In the 60s. What was that?
Say it again.
51 to 68. Am I right on that?
What is it? Let me see.
51 to 61. What years did
Okay.
MLB
Yeah.
have 2 All-Star games? 59 through 62. Way off. Not even close. Pathetic. Sack him. Unbelievable.
Mm.
To raise extra money for the players' pension fund. I wish I could say that was not made up. That was made up. Strange. Really strange. Playing a month apart.
Mm. Now,
So, yeah.
what happened with what is the ramifications of the All-Star game now? It's just they just play
Nothing.
for fun. Right, nothing. Because I know
Just for
back in the day, it
vibes.
used to be right. Just back, whoever won, they got home field advantage.
And to be fair, having home field advantage for the All-Star game, it makes you want to watch the All-Star game and made the event feel more special. I understand that. Objectively stupid. From a game design standpoint, objectively stupid. Having the All-Star game dictate the World Series home field advantage. It's just dumb. And it's dumb because teams that could get in the World Series may not have even had an All-Star on the team or have only had one guy on the team.
Mm.
It's strange. It's strange. Go ahead.
Mm.
I don't know if you want to have anything, feelings about that or not.
No, I mean, I guess like you said, just for the vibes and just I definitely want to get to an All-Star game. I've been to the Derby, but I haven't been able to catch the All-Star game. I would have went to Philly. Would you have gone to Philly?
No. This year,
Mm.
no.
Mm.
In the past, probably.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
too expensive. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
You'd go to the Derby, but not the game, you said?
I've been to the Derby.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't been to the All-Star game yet.
My thing is, it's like a cost thing.
Right. No, I agree.
Like,
Yeah, it's money, man. Especially in today's economy. Forget about it.
oh, dude, that and then like, especially when like the players are like opting out because it's like, but my, my team says I can't do it because if I throw one more pitch, they think my arm is gonna fall off. It's like, guys, what are we doing? You know what? When did they switch the All-Star break? When did this happen, Brandon? You're right. Now I'm thinking about this. When did MLB shorten the All-Star break. I know this was like weeks ago, but I'm curious. Guys, this isn't what I'm asking. Okay, who cares?
Hmm.
All right, we can move on from this. Do we still want to talk about this? Do we want to talk about maybe some possible trades? Some I don't know, some other MLB news. The Red Sox, they had a 15 game winning streak going, but
I
they
want to talk about
lost yesterday. That was pretty cool.
that. I did see those pretty. I like that they had a family and faith night. I think the Red Sox, which I thought was pretty cool. I forgot where I
Yeah.
saw that, but that was legit. That was real, and that was pretty cool. I also think it's cool that there went, the fact that they had this winning streak going on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't recall when there's a winning over the past couple of years when they've had a winning streak like this.
I mean, like, there's been 10 and 11 game winning streaks. The Cubs actually one of the only teams to go on both a 10 game losing and winning streak in the same season earlier this year. Something like this was really cool, especially because they went from the bottom to, in the playoff hunt in the American League. And I understand the American League is very weak this year. I think the whole league is very weak this year. I think the Dodgers are good, and I think all the other teams are just not that good. I don't think any other team, if you said like that's a World Series team, I would say no. And I think it's early, but I think I'm confident in saying that, especially over the last couple of years. I don't think there's too many World Series teams. But yeah, it's like one of those. I forgot what I was saying. You said winning streaks. Yeah, I guess not too many that are crazy. I remember the 2017 Guardians set the record for the American League winning streak.
Really,
Yeah. And
that team had
was
that
20
team had
something.
Lindor too. It had Lindor.
Oh yeah, that team was loaded. Best MLB winning streak of all time. What do we got, Brandon? What do we got? The Giants set it 26 in 1916.
Hmm.
2017, the Guardians did it 22 games, 21 games for the Cubs, 21 games for the 1880 White Sox, 20 games for the 02 A's. I thought it was 21. So I'm happy I didn't say that first. Brandon, so basically what I'm saying is there is hope for your Mets. You guys are only 17 and a half games out. It's been done. It's been done.
No, I'm ready for the fire sale. Get it going, son.
No, you guys got to start trying harder.
I don't
They got to fire whatever moron manager they have now after getting rid of the other guy.
know. Andy
And they
Lee.
got to put Sadie Grace. Have her in the dugout.
Sadie Grace is the Mets manager.
Sadie Grace, the New York Mets manager, de facto mascot of SportsShack. Adorable little, was it cockapoo?
Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu? Yeah, I thought it was a Shih Tzu,
Cockapoo.
but I was like, I don't know.
Nope, she's purebred Shih Tzu.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not very good at dog breeds. I know my dog is a mini golden doodle.
Cockapoo. That's crazy.
I don't even know what that looks like. I'm a terrible dog. I know pugs. They're cute.
Mm. But I wouldn't mind Sadie Grace being the new
That
manager.
looks more like my dog.
Maybe your dog could be the hitting coach, and my
Yeah,
dog.
my cockapoo looks. Cockapoos look more like my mini golden doodle. All right.
But what was I gonna say? I'm ready for the fire sale. I'm ready for the season to end. I'm ready for football. I still watch them here and there, but here and there it's been tough just with the season. I'm ready to see what prospects they get back. I'm ready to see who they trade, and again, I'm ready to see which prospects they get. Because again, teams are good. There's a lot of everybody on the team, of course, besides Benj, Ewing, Soto, Scott, Christian Scott, and McLean. Those are all safe. Everybody else is up for offers. Nothing against Brett Beatty. Hey, you know what? He's in the major leagues. I'm not. Mark Vientos, again, he's not in the league. I mean, he's in the league. I'm not. You know, again, point I'm trying to get is like, hey, these players in the league. I'm not. But at the same time, it's America. I have my right to free speech, and I have the right to, and as a podcast, this is what we have. This is what we're supposed to do, and and critique. Give an analyst of what we think, our opinions. Sports Shack, we serve you our serving the best hot takes. I feel like this could be like just a singular appetizer. I mean, we kind of been cooking with appetizer, but this is the full entree. Mark
Mhm.
Vientos, I want him shipped out of here. Brett Beatty, shipped out of here. Nothing against them, but I'm tired of seeing guys with Kodai Senga. Get him out of here. David Peterson, they already shipped out. I'm glad they got him out of there. It's just I'm tired of dealing with mediocrity, Dennis. I'm tired of it. How many times we got to see these players with 220, 215, 230 averages? Like, don't get me wrong, Mark Vientos was great for us in the playoffs a couple years ago. It was great. And 2024, he looked like he was becoming the player that we thought he was going to become. His bat was insane. The power was there. It was amazing. Basically, that 24 team run with the Mets was the way it was because of him. He was one of the reasons. But the next year he progressed, and this year it just hasn't been the same. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I would keep Vientos over Beatty because I love the power with Vientos. Beatty, I don't know what you get. He's not a good fielder, and the bat is just not there. So if you're going to trade anybody, trade Beatty. Keep Vientos because Vientos, I think, still has the potential, and I just love his power. His power is insane, in my opinion. But Kodai Senga, you got to DFA him. I forgot. I don't even know if he's still on the team. I don't know where he's at. Bo Bichette, I love Bo Bichette, but it's clear that it's not a fit. I don't know. He's been hitting good. He's actually been hitting pretty good. But if they can get something of return out of him, then maybe keep him. People calling for Luis Robert, and of course he's been injured. But at the same time, like he hit a ball that like went over the concourse in Milwaukee the other day. So he looked. It's a shame because like all these players they traded for and signed, like they're good players. They're just not working out. Like Jorge Polanco, like he's been hurt. Luis Robert, he's been hurt. You know
I don't know about that one.
what?
My issue is I think a lot of the decisions that they made that backfired so spectacularly were pretty. Hindsight being 2020, I'm kicking myself for taking this team seriously. No disrespect. Juan Soto is probably getting MVP votes. Um, good for him. AJ Ewing has looked pretty good. Yeah, he's looked very good. He's looked very good. I have his stats in front of me. Power is not really there, but he's a speed guy, high contact, whatever. Vientos, yeah, I could see the rest of your lineup is bad. I mean, it's AJ Ewing, Carson Bench, Juan Soto. Even Carson Bench is kind of just average. To be honest with you, but 40 RBIs with average everywhere else offensively, you'll take. It's those three, and then it's really just bad. Lindor's kind of getting there, I guess. I don't know. He hasn't really played enough games to really say. You had Bo Bichette, who started off the year slowly. And this is kind of thing that I forgot about. And shame on me. Francisco Lindor is like a career slow starter. And so is Bo Bichette. You just have two guys on your roster. And then you put in Luis Robert Jr., who's the most injury-prone player in the league, with Jorge Polanco, who's the another one of the most injury-prone players in the league. And it's like, man, I really thought this team would have been good. Why? Shame on me. Absolutely shame on me. This was just really dopey by myself and other people who thought this team would be anything above mediocre. Francisco Alvarez can't hit water if he fell out of a boat when he starts as a catcher, but as a DH has actually showed real promise. The only problem is long-term, Juan Soto is probably going to be your DH.
Right.
MJ Melendez seems like an absolute sweetheart of a guy. I wish nothing but the best to him. Last year, he for the Royals, he batted 83. That was his batting average. Before that, 206. Before that, 235. Before that, 217. It's you know what? He's a quadruple A player. It is what it is. Too good for triple A, too bad for the major leagues. I'm sorry. No disrespect. Your bullpen, still pretty bad. It's still Huayoscar Brazoban, Luke Weaver, and Brooks Raley against the world. The Zachary Thornton guy's pretty decent on Baseball Reference. I haven't watched enough of his games. He's only had 4 of them. 193 ERA. We'll see how that goes. AJ Minters also looks pretty decent for you guys. But aside from that, Carl Edwards Jr., I didn't even know he was still in the league. Guys have good stats, but like Carl Edwards Jr. only had 2 games with you guys. And the guys they're giving minutes to have not been good. Tobias Myers, 6.26 ERA. Now, relievers, that could have been 1 or 2 bad games. He's on the, like it could be just only 1 or 2 bad games that just jack up the ERA. But I don't know. Devin Williams has been unplayable. Your starting rotation is also pretty rough. Kodai Senga, not good. Christian Scott, good. Clay Holmes, IL, 60-day IL. I don't know when he's coming back or if he's coming back. Your favorite 5-inning Freddie Peralta, who can't get out of the 5th inning, as you like to say. A 5-9 record, leads the league in losses, and 21 games started. That is kind of a crazy amount of no decisions to begin with. And the same kind of ditto for the rest of your team. Like a lot of no decisions, which is not good. Kodai Senga, 7 games started, 7 losses. Unbelievable. Nolan McLean, 20 games started, only 7 wins, 6 losses, 7 no decisions. Ugh. You don't like to see that. You really do not like to see that. And, Brooks Raley, Luke Weaver, and Huayoscar Brazoban, those guys are all getting traded at the deadline. Every single one of them is getting traded.
Yeah.
There's no value in having a good reliever on a bad team.
Well, if they can get some good prospects back, then, they gotta ship them.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you get back. I'll ship them. Brooks Raley's 38. Brazoban's what, 36? 37?
Brazoban, I think, is 37.
36. He will be 37 by the end of this year.
Mm.
He is an October baby. October 15th. So mark your calendars, Brandon. You guys send him a text message. Brooks Raley, 38, 36. I think you got to consider trading everybody. I mean, everybody. Almost. Everybody. Why not?
Then definitely, I think they could still get some value for Brooks Raley. No, not Brooks Raley.
Definitely.
5-inning Freddie.
Yeah, I think some team would take a flyer on him. But the problem was the issue that coming into this year was, what's that rotation going to look like? And we got our answer. The rotation looks horrible. So, I don't know. Do you have much of a opinion on it? You watch the Mets more than I do, especially this year. This year, I don't even really. I don't even know if I watched 5 Met games.
Nothing. I'm ready for the deadline.
Yeah.
Say girl. Tell me about the Yankees.
Yankees, they've looked a little shaky lately. It's a shame being a Yankees fan. I know, as obnoxious as that sounds, just because your team is just waiting for the playoffs. That's all it is. They kind of don't care, and they make it known that they don't care about the regular season. C'est la vie. It is what it is. Sorry about that. Yankees fans are clamoring for upgrades at the third base and catcher positions. Well, folks, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not getting an upgrade at the third base position because third base around the league has just been absolutely abysmal this year. Each player worse than the last. And I'm sorry, it just is the way it is. Even the All-Stars were pretty lackluster for third base this year. I mean, for instance, like Manny Machado is on a hot streak, and his batting average has jumped all the way up to 200. He finally broke over 200 this year. Austin Wells for the Yankees, at least. The offense has not been there at all. A lot of mediocre players for them this year. Jose Caballero, pretty polarizing while he's at the plate, but it's a shame that his stats have not been much better. You know, however, I will say Caballero, 8 times caught stealing, still 23 bases, and Jazz Chisholm still 27 of 32 attempts. So I like seeing that they're becoming a more faster, more scrappy team on the base pads. Even Stanton got a stolen base earlier this year, Brandon. How exciting is that? Did he walk away for his dog? Okay.
I'm here. No, about
even Stanton got a stolen base. Brandon, how cool is that? Judge got 5 in his 59 games played. Judge, unbelievable. Judge in 59 games had 17 home runs, 38 RBIs. This guy, you can't beat him. Ben Rice having a monster season for us. A lot of strikeouts from this roster. Not a single player to have more walks than strikeouts. Jazz Chisholm in particular has been a strikeout machine, breaking 113 already. Just 97 games for him so far. You know, you don't like to see that. But I think they'll be fine. They're also in the Mason Miller sweepstakes. The bullpen has been a little shaky, I would say. I don't know how I feel about David Bednar as our full-time closer. The 31-year-old right-hander, a 2.53 ERA with 39 games played, 18 saves, 3 losses. I'm trying to see if they have a blown saves here. They don't say it. But some other guys have been pretty darn good, Brandon. Brent Hedrick, the lefty out of the pen, has been solid for us. Tim Hill, average this year, which is a shame. He's been so good for us in the past. But that's okay because Fernando Cruz is here to elevate our spirits, having a 2.51 ERA in 48 games played for the boys. Camilo Duvall, not good. 4.86 ERA, 87 ERA plus, averages 80. Don't like that. Paul Blackburn started the year off absolutely garbage, Brandon, out of the pen, and has since been one of the best relievers in baseball, especially as a long reliever. 35 games played, 54 innings pitched. Wowza. An ERA plus, Brandon, of 2.12. An ERA of 2. How about that? And this Angel Shavili has been unhittable, Brandon. A .79 ERA, 11.1 innings pitched in 9 games, and he has been untouchable. How about that? I'm excited. I can't wait for our 28th World Series ring. Will I go to the championship parade? Yes. Will I stage dive? Yes.
I think I do want to wrap up because I do got to get ready.
So.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just
no, don't apologize.
Yeah, it's we're not good beginning to the show, but now
we're both just. This is like when your team is down by a lot of runs and they just leave the pitcher in there to save bolts on the bullpen there.
Good show to start. It's just my dog was distracting me now. I got to get ready for work in the morning.
Yeah, we got stuff to do. I got to do the dishes.
Yeah, but no, I'm glad we're able to get together, and we'll talk over the next week about we got to get together with Noah.
Definitely.
Okay, we still gotta go out. I still gotta want to go out for your birthday. Like it's.
Yeah, we got to get something going. Next Thursday should work. Thursdays and Sundays are my best days because I'm off the next day.
All right, we'll plan something.
Easiest to work around.
Okay.
All right. Good night, and thank you for joining us for this edition of SportsShack.
Yes.
The only person who watched it was me, but that's okay.
And Jason.
Oh, did he actually comment that he was watching? He must have just joined it.
He liked our stream.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I'm Brandon Talley. I'm with Denis.
night.
Good night.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.